Alright guys, I'm back here with a light crude oil futures analysis. So next week we are creating a new 6-month candle. So I thought I'd recap on this asset. So previously, yes, we had a yearly BISI, one of my signature gaps as well, with a SIBI overlap as well, which is here on the left side, although it's a large void, very large void. So we saw price come up, spike up, really low close, and in January 2023, we came down into the gap, and now we're in 24, and so far we've been expanding. So let's see what we can see on lower time frames. So we'll be getting a new 6-month candle coming up. We saw the previous 6 months in July 2023, very large expansion up and then a down close near the actual opening. We had price come down, take out the opening of the previous 6 months and the previous year, and now we've been expanding up. So we'll be creating a new 6-month candle starting 1st of July. You see down here. So let's go to the lower time frames, get a little bit more information. Not too much here. This is the 2-month. All right, so we had a 2-month return to a gap and came all the way to the yearly BISI down here, and expansion back up into that 2-month. Now we came down over here, and it was actually a 2-month CB here. Now we had a big close above it, and we also have another close above it with a strong, I guess you would call it a hammer. I don't know. Doesn't matter. On the 1-month as well, we see that price came up, created a CB here actually. I'll highlight it in a different color. We had price close below, and then expand back up and close inside this tiny opening gap on the monthly. So what can we expect? Let's go to the lower time frames and look for more information. So one possibility is using this monthly gap to expand higher for higher prices, or we use this gap and we have a down close and just move lower basically and take out more of this trend line sell side liquidity, deepen a discount. However, with the current economic crisis, the current economic conditions, I think we may be seeing higher prices, at least in the short term. Okay, because we did come down all the way to negative numbers, and now we've expanded back to this order block, bit of consolidation. So I think we may at the very least come into more of a premium zone of this level. Look at this entire range and the retracement. I think we can come into more of a premium before possibly heading down. So this is the monthly time frame. There's many opportunities. So on the weekly, what am I looking for? What I notice is we've disrespected this CB here, close above it, but we've also created a BISI over here. I'm gonna encompass the entire gap because there's an opening gap here. See this small area? That's an opening gap, so I'm gonna encompass this whole area in the weekly inefficiency. So we may see price come back into here and then expand higher. Came down here, but we see that we are respecting this down close candle. The body is tell the stories, the wicks do the damage. I released a video about this yesterday. So we see that, and we see more BCs being created and CBs being disrespected. I think we can aim for higher prices. So if we look in this entire range here, not a discount yet, but it's fine because we are just looking at the next couple of candles. we're not actually waiting for, you know, too much structure to form in this area, because we'll likely have a larger range before an actual retracement. So we may actually move up from here, but we're not closing above the previous week's high, so we may come down and come into this area here. So let's look what that looks like on a lower time frame. On the lower time frame, we have a daily opening gap in there, which is interesting. This general area of an order block. So we may just take out this consolidation, put, and then shoot up. So it may look something potentially like this. Boop. That is one possibility. This is just predicting, but if we get something like that and we get a fast expansion, we can go to the lower time frames and see what we can possibly catch in order to go high. You can see a gap here as well on the daily, and it's been chopping around there and not closing, and we've closed the weekly, monthly, 2-month, 3-month, and 6-month chart candle, I mean. So let's see. Will be very interesting. My only consideration is if we use this order block and then start moving lower, I'll look for PD arrays on the daily. Since this is the futures chart, it's not too clean, so I may look on the 3-day, 4-day, and the weekly to find PD arrays to be graded and also disrespected. Alright, that's all for this video. See you next time, and safe trading.